Hi guys, it's Dave, back with a homework help session just for some calculus students. I got a lot of questions on my old channel before it got removed. How to solve this. So I'm just gonna write this out real quick. Uh, so here's like kind of a pretty hard calculus problem that a lot of people have trouble with. So I'm just gonna go over how to solve this real quick. So the first step, so we all know, like from really like elementary algebra, that like when you have x over x, that equals 1. You can just cancel them. So if you look back at our problem, you kind of have to rearrange, like, think about it kind of in your head. But we actually have x over x. So if we rewrite this, we get x, and then we have e to the x over x. See how it's like this is over this? Okay, so we can cancel those. So we're making progress. This is good. Okay, this is... I got stuck here while I was trying to figure this out. This is actually kind of hard. But then I realized in the book that d is like a small... It said in the calculus book that d is like a small amount. So I think we can just get rid of d. It's not... I don't think it's important. So let's just... yeah, we can kind of just get rid of d because it's small. They said it's small, it doesn't really matter. And then, I'm sure a lot of you are kind of stumped on what this thing is. At first I thought it was like a backwards parenthesis, but I later realized that was really stupid. It actually is an S, so we have this. And to some of you this may look familiar, but it's actually more complicated than it looks, because we know that this probably reminds you of something, the arc length formula for circles. So we know that arc length is simply just the area of the circle. So I checked that in my book, and that is so 4 pi squared r times x times e. So yeah, this we're making progress. This is good. So what can we do from here, you're probably asking? Well, a lot of you probably don't recognize this weird symbol. This is actually pi, the Greek letter pi. Not many people know about this, so I'm going to make this substitution real quick. Okay. Alright, yeah, so let's just simplify things. So we get minus 4p r x e. Oh, this is squared. Yeah, you don't want to make a mistake. So we can get to here because we know that I squared, it's like, so we have like I is square root of -1. Which, this is pretty tricky stuff. Calculus, this is like some pretty high level math, so don't feel bad if you don't know this, but I is actually square root -1. So when we square it, we're kind of like pulling out, think of it like you're pulling a minus out of this. That really helps when I heard to think about it that way. So let's see, let me just check my notes. Well, I think... okay, so we have minus 4 pi squared r. We want to recombine the x and the e because we like took it down before. So we're gonna have to bring it back, I think. Oh, and then we're solving for x. Okay, this is I got messed up for a second. Here we go. R equals x. There we go. So we're solving for x. Hold on a second. This never happens. I'm actually kind of stuck right now. Just give me a second to figure this out. Jeez. Okay, yeah, this is pretty tough. This is actually really hard. Okay, this is good. This is a learning moment. Really, in general, just in math, if you get stuck like this, what you're going to want to do is kind of just stop, take a deep breath, and just kind of like take out your solutions manual and just flip to this problem. So I'm gonna do that right now. This is just in general in math. When you get stuck, you're gonna wanna just, you know, get your solutions manual. Okay, here we go. So sorry about that, guys. So I'm actually, yeah, you can kind of rework this and figure this out for yourselves. But to solve the problem, like I said, just go back to your solutions manual and you can see pretty clearly that let me just find the right page real quick. No big deal. So I've just got my solutions manual and we can see that so this equals x e to the x minus that thing e x. Yeah, so overall I think this is a, you know, I got stuck, but I think it was a bigger lesson in just general. Oh, yeah, see, even pros like me will sometimes make mistakes. This is a big one. You always have to put in the C at the end, because it's like you're seeing the answer. Just think about it that way. So yeah, this overall, I think this is Alright guys, so in conclusion, even though I got stuck in this, I think we learned a bigger lesson about math overall. You know, you'll be working on a problem, just going through, trying to solve it. It's really hard, but then you get to a point where you're stuck, and you have to kind of just sit back and think about where you put your solutions manual, and then go and find it, go to the page your problem's on, and look at the answer. So, yeah, thanks for learning. I'll see you guys next week.